Power BI just made one of the biggest visual design upgrades we have seen in years. And honestly, it might save you hours of formatting time. Microsoft really quietly introduced a brand new base theme called Fluent 2, and it completely changes how your reports look and feel automatically. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's new, how to turn it on, and also how to use it to make your reports look polished in minutes. I'm Allison Gonzalez. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer here at Pragmatic, and today we are diving into the brand new theme and design experience in Power BI Desktop. First off, this is a preview feature, so you do need to turn it on. So in the Power BI Desktop, and I do have the March 2026 version, we're going to go File, Options and Settings, Options to pull up our Options menu. And then we're going to look over here at Preview Features. Now down here at the bottom, we have Modern Visual Defaults and Customizing Theme Improvements. I'm going to turn this on. Before I turn this on though, I want to show you a little bit more about the defaults so you can appreciate and understand more of what's changing. So if I go look into my formatting about my report canvas right now, in my canvas settings, I can see that this is set to that 16:9, 720 by 1280 is the sizing currently of this Power BI report. I can see I have a white report on a white background. If I kept hitting, new pages, right, they're all the same size, all the same color of this current styling that we have here. But let's change it. Let's see our new feature. So going back in to our preview features, we want to turn on that modern visual defaults and customizing theme improvements. Now, since it is a preview feature, something I love is that they have documentation for every single one of these changes. So definitely check out that Learn More. It leads to this page right here, which walks you through the changes that we're going to talk about in the rest of the video, but I will have this linked below if you love to read the documentation and you want to get into it as well. With this turned on, because it is a preview feature, we will need to close and restart Power BI. When you restart Power BI, this is a fun moment. Going into that blank report, we immediately see a little bit of a difference because look at that. Instead of that white background, where it was a white report on a white background, we could see we now have this like gray on gray. If we go now look over at our formatting into my canvas settings again, look what happens when I add a new page. Our size is now larger. So this is now the new default size for pages as they get added in. So once we've restarted, any new report, this one included, that you create will automatically use what is called the new Fluent 2 base theme. Important note, this only works in desktop right now, so not directly in this service. Every Power BI report has something called a base theme. This controls your default colors, fonts, spacing, as well as the visual styling. Before this update, most of us are working on classic 2026 or potentially even older styles. Now, Microsoft introduced Fluent 2. This is aligned with their modern design system that is used across tools like Teams and Office. So this isn't just a color palette change. It isn't just showing us we can have an organizational theme in here. This is a structural redesign of how our visuals behave. We can see now with that new page added, we are now at a full different size. And this gives us so much more space to work on. As we kind of click between these two sizes, we can see how much more space we are getting with this nice gray background now instead of the white. And that also helps those default visuals stand out even more without adding on and doing a lot of extensive visual work. I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to add in some data. So now that I've brought some data into this report, let's add some visuals and get that data in. Let's start off with a bar chart. Right away, as soon as I add this bar chart to my page, you can add this on my first page or my second page, it'll behave the same. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in some data. So our failed banks data, you've been with us for a while, you know this data set pretty well. I'm going to bring over a measure, which is a numeric option. And I can see as soon as I just drag and drop or hit that check mark, look at this difference already in behavior. We have a title and also a subtitle field have now appeared in our visual. If I want to measure this off by, let's say, the state these banks have failed in, notice instead of its previous behavior where it would put all of your fields together into one really long run-on title, it now puts your metric as your title, and then your descriptive data from your dimensions goes into the subtitle. Let's look at some of the other features we have now on this visual. We don't have rounded corners around the edges. If I go and I add in a different visual, it automatically gives me some padding between that visual and the other visual. We also have some cleaner spacing where it kind of puts them a little bit more uniform on our page. So we're going through adding visuals much easier and more organized than where we kind of just stick random visuals all over the page and you would be doing that organization work yourself. We can see, for example, let's this time to kind of show it wasn't just an order of operations of how we pulled that data in. This time, if I pull in my descriptor first, let's say I'll do city this time, it puts city, my only field, as the title. But look what happens as soon as I pull in a metric. It flips it. So it really likes that metric being in the title, and then your subtitle is all of that other descriptive data. Now you can adjust this, right? Already right off the bat, I can see looking at this, it looks more polished, font's default styling looks really nice. That's really the biggest shift. Power BI is now doing a lot of that work for you. So if you don't have a design background, if you haven't watched all of the Allison's Art School's videos in my design series, and it's just not your area of expertise, by default, your reports are just going to already be leveled up and look even nicer. Looking at these, I can see I can go into the formatting for either of these. And if I don't like that subtitle, I can turn off the subtitle. And as soon as I turn off the subtitle, it takes that into the title field without me having to adjust it. So it's really kind of that personal preference of what do you want the visual title to be and how do you want that to look. So also here in our format pane, this is where things get really powerful. We have all of the style presets for each visual type. So in your visual pane, in your formatting, in style presets for a bar or column chart, I can see my options, my default layout or my data labels, where with the data labels, I can see it immediately adds that in. For a line, my style presets, I have my default. I also have a data label style. I have a straight line style as well as data labels and straight line that we have in here. Let's add in a table, and into our table, I'll do my state and my city and the amount of banks that failed in each of them. Now notice as I'm in builder mode here in my visual, I have it selected. I have the visual field. So I don't have, it's not immediately pulling anything I have in here for that title or the subtitle as it did for the other visuals. But I have these two empty fields here. Well, look what happens when I click off. They're gone, right? It looks really similar to what it was before. But you do have that ability for consistency's sake to have that same title, subtitle ability and styling really consistent across all of your visuals. This one as well, I feel like I probably use the presets in the most. We have all those same. So bold header, flashy row, for instance, use a ton. We can see it looks pretty similar to its previous version. Looking over at our view ribbon, when we come here to customize current theme, we have the same ability to customize everything on here. We have our advanced pane. We can adjust our text styling, sizes, colors. Our page wallpaper and background now are set to those light gray colors. Right before that, they were that white. And so now you can still make any changes you want to this theme, just as you would before with the old theme. So if you do still want to change your background colors or your bar colors, customize it to your organization's theming, you still have that ability to do that. Just your default now looks a lot nicer as you're working on it before you add in any changes to make. So for example, let's say I am going to adjust my border and I don't want that white. Let's say I want it to be a light blue. As soon as I hit apply, we can see that has worked just as it did before. Whatever changes I make in here are adjusting to this one. Now, there is also an update with how if you have manually formatted visuals and those settings override the themes. Now you have the ability in your formatting to reset to default. And so in your styling, you can change any of those sections to the default of what it was previous of any of the selections you've made beforehand. So overall, this update is really about one thing: speed and consistency in design. If you have found this helpful, let me know in the comments. Are you excited about Fluent 2? Do you prefer the classic look? And of course, if you would like more Power BI tips like this, make sure to subscribe to our Pragmatic channel. We're putting out multiple videos every single week about all things Microsoft. If you want to dive in deeper, our on-demand platform has more videos for you, and you can use code Allison40 to get 40% off there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.